I did my nails for this video, so you fuckers better be grateful. What's up, nerds? Tis I, Otto, and I'm fixing to record a speed paint, sort of. Because of how I want the next Jack John speed paint to be, I am going to record myself actually drawing the thumbnail, just in case I need to. And I'm currently recording voiceover too, so I can make this into a standalone video if I want to. So hey, you guys get to see the full drawing process for once. Although I have to do it at an odd angle, because I currently have like a phone stand with my webcam attached between me and the picture. I also usually don't draw like this. Usually I have this shit on my lap. Anyways, let's go and get started. I've never had to draw with these nails on, so it's a learning process. If the drawing looks weird, it is because I'm doing this at an angle I am not used to. Luckily, Uramaki is going to be mostly covered up, so I don't have to worry too much on that front. Let's put in shoulders. I don't really care what that one does. Give him his teeny waist. Thing is, because of how the thumbnails are, like, I don't have a piece of paper that's the ratio the actual thumbnail's going to be in. So, like, a lot of it does get cut out, depending. Because I'll just draw it on the piece of paper and then crop it to however I need it. And if you're thinking I am figuring this out too quickly, I technically already drew it. But thing I'm wanting to do with the speed paint is use the songs from the game. So Fortune Colors Crystal and Beyond the Plane Tree. But those two songs put together is like 8 minutes. The speed paints are kind of typically like max 10 minutes. Unless there's just a lot of layers to it. Which I guess there's a good bit of layers to this. I should probably move Tachibana up. So, is she that tall? No, but they need to be in the thumbnail together. I'm gonna pull a Gekon Shoujo. She's going onto a box to match his height. God, this is so hard. I have not had to draw like this since fucking high school. And that was only for the time that was required. It is also hot as balls, and that light is not helping. Anyways, reason I'm doing voiceover is so even if I don't end up needing this for the speed paint, you know, I can still use it. I'm not wasting my time. Let me know in the comments if you guys want more videos like this where you just watch me draw. It'd be a good way to practice, that's for sure. Okay. So now we got the guidelines. we refine some more. Yeah, I'm drawing the picture, the shot of Tachibana and Ormaki from the Sleepless King poster art, whatever thing that was at the intro. Because that's such a good picture. I considered doing the CG that shows up towards the end, but it was a little too far out of my wheelhouse. It's hard to just come up with shit to talk about. We're more or less just vibing. I hate drawing ears. That's why they look as simple as they do. I put the bare minimum on my ears. Okay, I need these guidelines kind of out of the way, or at least fixed, because now we got his ear. So is that even at all? Not really. Do I care? Not really. That's just to make sure I don't go outside the lines. The way I draw on paper is also super different from how I draw on my phone. For obvious reasons of my phone is so much smaller than this. God, props to the people who draw the same shit over and over. I cannot draw something good twice. It is so hard. But I kind of have to right now. I also tend to, like, turn my canvases all over, every which way. I'm trying not to. Unless I need to. His little eye bags. This is such a good game. Let me go ahead. Should I be erasing all these guidelines? Probably not. Do I care? Not really. I never redo the bags under his eyes now. Love how I got hit with instant karma for doing that. I don't really need to do this, but it just makes me feel like it's actually done. Even though it's not going to be in the in the speed paint. Actually, before drawing his head, I should probably, well, I should draw the rest of the body, honestly. Make sure the rest of his head looks right. I have so much trouble actually making the proportions right. I tend to make the neck too long when doing the guidelines, which leads to shit like this, where it is very loosely following. These details are unnecessary, but they help me figure out where everything goes. Still don't care what happens to this side. And I've grown enough men to be able to loosely do that part as necessary. This side really does not matter. It's going to get covered up. Okay, and now we do his arm. Okay, we'll be up there. So his hand would actually end around here-ish. I don't care too much about the hand right now. That's a problem for later. Okay, so now we can move on to his hair and stuff. I should actually draw like this more often. This is actually really nice on my wrist. The nails kind of force me to not go too detailed. Because normally I'm like pinching the thing and like going bap, 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 bap. But I kind of can't do that with the nails on. Secret hack. Secret arthritis hack. It does make it harder to draw though. It's probably gonna look really different once it's digital. Call my name and save me from what I've done. In my blood to run before I come undone. Me from the nothing I've become. Bring to me to life. The hair's right. The ear actually, I think, was too far in. We'll just bip. I can adjust as needed on the digital version. It's fine. Now let's go around here-ish. Too good. God, who was the mangaka of Tokyo Ghoul? I'll play his name on screen, but like whoever that guy was, so fucking cooked on the art. It's so gorgeous. Will that convince me to read Tokyo Ghoul? Probably not. I still don't like gore. Sorry, any Tokyo Ghoul fans. I'm sure it's great. It's just not for me. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate drawing spiky hair? God damn. It looks so stupid! think I'm going too short now. Damn. Whatever. Not too far out. He actually looks more femboyish. The resolution is such ass. I just realized. Hang on. Well, it's the highest resolution. Yeah, sorry, you guys gotta kind of deal with this. I think the only way I could get better quality is if I get another camera. If you want to expedite that process, Autoshop. Shit, I might add this to Autoshop, because, like, holy fuck, I love it. I don't know, should I? Probably not. It's more fan art than anything. Okay. I love this costume, but goddamn. Well, at least it at least blocks out a lot of details, which is better for me because I don't have to draw that arm and everything. I hardly know what to do with my own hands. Trying to figure out what to do with fictional characters' hands is an absolute nightmare. Just look at this hand. It's been just chilling here. No. That's not right. There we go. Okay. No, I need to stop stressing so much. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be drawn. God, the ultimate enemy of any artist, perfectionism. I'm still working on that to get over it. The thumbnails are helping on that front a lot, because for thumbnails, a lot of it, if I feel the perfectionism, if I feel the perfectionist in me kicking in, I can typically logic it as, if this is a thumbnail, no one's going to fucking see these parts. And then I'll actually move on with my life. Okay. So, about here-ish. I'm kind of so used to drawing hands that I typically know how to do it. They still look bad, but like, well, sometimes they look wonky, but most of the time they look fine. At least I have the confidence to draw hands. I say after that spiel of like, I don't know what to do with hands. Okay, and then we put this on top. Because I want him to, like, hold on to it. So it goes like that. Does it look perfect? No. But do I like it? Good enough. Okay, now the fun part, Tachibana. Because I have to make her looking up at an angle and not clash too much with Arumaki. Drawing characters interacting is so fucking hard. Props to the people who do things like draw sex scenes or whatever, because like, holy fuck, just drawing a hug is such a nightmare. Trying to make sure everything looks right. I could have these fuckers not touching, and it would still be a struggle. Okay. I think that's as good as it's going to look on paper. Can I also submit this as like proof that I'm not an AI artist? Can an AI artist do this? No, they can't. They rather type in boxes than art. Wait, my stance on that, I guess I'll go and... Oh, fuck, I'm kicking this around! My stance on AI art is that it fucking sucks. I don't mind, like, AI in the use of, like, assisting with stuff. Like, the AI on search engines or whatever. Fine, whatever. That just, like, quickly summarizes, typically. Are they 100%? No. Because unfortunately they do also draw from idiots. But to, like, you know, sometimes when I just need to look up something real quick, I don't want, if it's like a quick search, like, hey, how do you spell this word? I don't want to dig through like different all the different websites and sponsors and shit. Just to see, like, oh yeah, you did have it spelled right. So, having an AI, like, streamline that process is handy. But, like, using them in place of creatives and stuff, it won't work. It doesn't work. Will it work decades from now? Maybe. I don't know. Technology does improve fast. Hell, even now, like, sometimes it's hard to tell if something's AI or not. But overall, like, it's just also more fulfilling. I don't know, maybe I'm also biased on that because it's like, I am an artist. I've been drawing my whole life. And now that I do it semi-professionally, it's kind of like, you know, I'm always working to improve. I'm proud of how far I've come. This is something that Kid Me could only have dreamt of making. It looks wonky and stuff. I still don't know how to draw the other eye in these kind of pictures. But this is better than I could have ever made. Well, except for that one picture I have of it was Epithet Erased fan art I made a good few years back. I think that was like pre-COVID. Yeah. That piece, I feel like I can't recreate it. I don't know what I don't know what I was smoking when I did that. But that feels like a magnum opus. I just can't quite capture it again. Yeah. I can fix her eyes later. That's where the hair's going. I hope you guys are enjoying the Jack John LP as much as I am. Oh, just about everything doesn't really get much attention. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the only one who ever actually watches them. But I'm having fun. Like anyone watching the Poison Control LP knows, like, I'll finish a game to completion. No matter how much I'm suffering in the middle of it. No, I don't want the other line. Well, you're probably wondering why I don't use the eraser on this. It's because the eraser is just worn the fuck down. There's no eraser. I need to replace it. I don't remember I put the eraser replacements. I'm blocking the fucking picture with my hand, I just realized. I need to move this a bit to just block over here. There we go. Also, great pen. You can't. Can I get my camera to focus? No, I can't make it focus. It's the 0.7 Sakura 127 pencil. It's like, to me, the perfect pencil. This is my soulmate. You ever get that pen where it's like, it just feels right to use that pen, and you can never use any other pen again? Because it just doesn't feel the same. That is me with this pencil. I can't use any other pencils. I have to use this one. Which, I used to have to order them. Like, it would be a single pack of this pencil for about $7 or $8 on Amazon. Like, I had to import this shit from... But I recently found out that I can actually get this pencil at the local Michael's with these Micron, these Pigma pens or whatever. Yeah, Pigma. It's like a pack of 5 pens and then the pencil. I think it was like $17. Which, like, yeah, it costs more, but I can get it locally now. And on top of that, I get some really good pens. You'll probably see me use them in a bit. There we go. Yeah, not sponsored, by the way. I use these pens, and I use this pencil all the fucking time. And I started using those pens recently. I have another pack of pens that I've been using a lot. I'll throw a picture up on screen. Could I take them out? Not without fucking up this camera angle. Again, put the collarbone so I know where it is. Yeah, there's a pack. I have this pack of pens that my baby sister gave me for Christmas one year. It has been so long. I still have the pens. Mainly because I just don't do traditional art as much as I used to. Like, when she gave me those pens was like around the time that I was kind of switching to just digital. Or, you know, majority digital, pencil only for traditional. Because, like, hell, you're probably wondering, why am I drawing this shit on paper when it's going to be digital? Because my phone is this big. And this is my only way of actually drawing shit. Don't worry about how dirty it is. But like, this is the size of my phone. I have to use my finger to draw on this one too, so it's especially a no. I'm not drawing this on digitally. I do want to work on getting one of those tablets where it's like it's like a regular ass tablet, but specifically for drawing purposes. Comes with a pen and everything. What was it? A drawing pad. I want to work on getting a drawing pad, but like I need to replace this computer first. I need to replace this computer. Replace this computer, get into streaming. Hey, again, you can streamline that process with Autoshop. I need to plug that shit more. I'm really bad at self-promoting. Okay, all this stuff at the bottom is probably gonna get cut out. Oh, I forgot the little doohickeys on his thing. Ta-da! Do I dare to do this in pen? I'm going to fuck it up. I am going to fuck it up if I do it in pen. But let's do it in pen. Just so I can erase all the extra lines. God, there's hair everywhere! Okay, let's start with 3. How long have I been recording? 40 minutes? That took 40 minutes. It's amazing how quickly I can get shit done when I just lock in. These lines are not going to be neat. Because wrist hurty. And nails hard to draw with. I need to... This is what I meant by turning it every which way. There we go. There's not really any rhyme or reason to, like, what order I do everything in. When I do it digitally, I usually start with the eyes since they're their own layer. Color-wise, I try to start with the skin. When it comes to paper, though, it's whatever comes first. Whoever I end up touching first. Let's get fast, then I feel like a monster. If I become, this one has just begun. Must confess that I feel like a monster. Deep within, it's just beneath the skin. Must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I tapped my keyboard. This monster. Feel it deep within. This is beneath the skin. Confess that I feel like a monster. That I've become. This has just begun. Confess that I feel like a monster. Then it's just beneath the skin. Let me change my music. God, this looks like ass! I'll say it's right, that's why we're in hell. Was you playing by days, but they won't help. Hit me with a bit of love, baby. Oh please, you're as bad as us, baby. Bubble burst, 'cause aren't we all the worst? Feeling so trapped. No better up. Get what they said. I started to live away, being like the rest. Into peace. What's into peace? At my feet, I'll be here to set you free. Seed, wind up a sweet release. Oh, thanks, excuse me. Schmidt is our specialty. Me, hit me with a bit of love, baby. Let me get that 0.5. Please, oh please, you're as bad as us, baby. You'll go up us. We're all saints, right? That's why we're in hell. Let's not waste time, we're too deep to dwell. Hit me with a bit of love, baby. Please, you're as bad as us, baby. It hurts. Feel it burn. Aren't we all? Bubble burst. Aren't we all the worst? This is a mistake. I ain't scrapping so bad. Morning, sleepyhead, you've been resting for a while. I swore that you were dead when you washed up on my aisle. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me though, who's Penelope? Good, all you could want here, all you could need here. This is me, my dear, my love for life. And into bed we'll climb and spend our time. What you want here, what you need here. Just you and me, my love in paradise. Till the end of time. From here on out, you're mine, all mine. Handsome, you may try. Last I checked, goddesses can't die. Adorable. Now down now to the immortal calypso, here to entertain. Fear not, I bring no pain. 'Cause we've got all you could want here, all you can need here. Nor my spell, we're stuck in paradise. One can come nor go. My island stays unknown. You're mine, all mine. 7 years she's kept you trapped out of your control. You know what? Also put in the comments if you guys ever want me to react to like shit like Epic the Musical. Find you, feel back inside you, feel the love of my life, come back to paradise. If I do react to Epic the Musical, I might also see pull up different song covers. Like Sayu's Warrior of the Mind, Bow's Love in Paradise. Whichever ones Monarch did. I think she did Thunderbringer. This is so much harder than pencil. Why did I decide that these nails were a good idea? I should have let you guys deal with my ugly ass nails. I don't know. I'm suggesting reactions, but like I also don't like. I'm not much of a music person, so I don't react much when it comes to music. Or then like ooh, or oh, this sounds really good. Ooh, me likey, you know, shit like that. Shit that you probably already have seen in the Let's Plays. You'll have to forgive the shit quality, guys. This is my first time doing stuff like this. I'm experienced in drawing, but not just like this. With fucking... I decided to do this shit on hard mode. That's what happened. I decided to do hard mode and no one was here to talk me out of it. You can get up there on your own, Rubes. My dog's being dramatic. She can get on the bed, she just doesn't want to. And then I called her out on it and she was suddenly fine. It's so scratchy drawing like this. I can't decide if I like how scratchy it is. I certainly don't like these squiggly lines. Well, maybe also suggest some conversation topics, because I just don't talk much. I generally don't talk much. Especially depending on the situation. But it's also like, I'm basically just talking to myself. Which, granted, I do that pretty often. Especially with the pets. I talk to the pets all the goddamn time. Is that right, Ruby? She knows what's up. You know what, one plus side to the fact that, like, no one's really watching the Let's Play is that I can't get spoiled. Because I don't like getting spoiled on shit. It kind of... Knowing a spoiler does kind of ruin an experience to some degree. But depending on the piece, it could actually lead to an entirely different experience. Like, I had one series where it's like, I found out who the big bad was. It's like, okay, well, how did they do what they did? And it was baffling. Because, like, I couldn't figure out, like, how are they doing this? We're, like, right here with them. How did they possibly pull this off? And it was because there was someone else doing the initial stuff that you're trying to solve. The big bad is supposed to be behind the scenes. And then on top of that, there was a bigger bad pulling all the strings. So knowing that one spoiler didn't really do anything. On the contrary, there was another game where I found out, like, oh, this friendly guy is actually the final boss. And it kind of ruins any interactions I have with the guy. One game that I thought was sort of doing that, but was actually doing it really well, until it just flat out didn't, was Genshin with Columbina. Because, like, you're told over and over, like, oh, she's super dangerous, stay away from her. You know, you can't trust someone that, you know, simplistic or nice or whatever. And, like, it was a little scary how quickly I was letting my guard down around her. When Nodcry rolled around. I would let my guard down and be like, no, wait, can't trust her. Don't be fooled. Only for her to end up not being, like, psychotic evil or anything, which is a bit of a bummer. I like Columbina as she is, and all that. I still like what Nodcry went through, but, like, holy fuck, that was a disappointment. I kind of want to make a villain like that now, where it's like, they're so, like, you really can't help but want to be friends with them, like, trust them and all that crap, but they really are, like, the worst of the worst. I want to be able to capture the feeling that Columbina gave me, but actually fall through with it. Anyways, here we go. All done. Can I make it look any better? I don't have an auto-adjusting camera. This is the best quality I can get. But anyways, this is done. Next is the digital phase, which would be posted around the same time as this. Yeah, here are the final results. You know what, just for you guys, here's the original that I drew. And then the other one. For comparison. I actually like how this one turned out. It was looking wonky, but I think it actually came out cleaner like this. I do need to adjust his jawline some. Because he looks just a little too... I know he's supposed to be a teenager. He looks too boyish. He looks too boyish for Oramaki. And if you're wondering where this has been, I just taped it to my fucking monitor. So that I can have it up for a reference. That's why there's this, like, string of tape. But yeah. Ta-da. I don't know how to end videos! Anyways, so, you guys got a few things to comment on. Which, I remember one of them was like, hey, comment if you want me to react to, like, Epic the Musical and shit like that. do reaction videos to stuff. I can say right now I've already seen stuff like, Amazing Digital Circus. I'm not gonna do, like, anime and all that, because, like, I'm already not getting paid. I don't even want to think about the copyright stuff. This may or may not get added to Autoshop. We'll see. I'll see how I feel about the final result before deciding that. Even so, go check out Autoshop. I keep links to Autoshop and Redbubble and crap in the description, along with a link to the Discord that I made. Currently just me. Of the 2 people that did join, one of them got hacked, the other left. So it's kind of just me now. I do post a good bit in there. I'm trying to post more in there. A little hard to be motivated to do so, though, when you're the only person there. I've mostly just been playing Wordle, which Wordle is such bullshit sometimes. Let me know if you want more videos like this, and I will go get nail glue and learn how to actually put these on straight. I don't have a lot of nail glue left, and you can see how well I do. This one's crooked. I can't fix it. Yeah, I enjoyed this, even though it was hot as balls, mainly because of that light. But, like, fuck, what was I saying? Right, so, like, comment, all that shit. Check out Autoshop, join the Discord, check out Redbubble, Ko-fi, all that crap. Everything's linked in the description. Comment if you want more videos like this one, or what other kind of videos you would want to see on the channel. I love the click-clack that these do. Some ASMR. Here, ASMR. I just did that on the back of a phone. That's just about it. So, later, I guess. We'll figure out outros one day.
Little reward for whoever watches to the end. Reapy reap. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Okay, I'll leave you alone.